In 2015, I got a phone call that my father was in the back of an ambulance on the way to the hospital after having a massive heart attack. And I did what any son would do. I got in the car, I flew up there, and got to the hospital, and they had him on a nitro drip. He was in like an active heart attack. And after a day or two of testing, meeting with the doctors, and really not getting the best service, right? My father has had a ton of health complications, and you know, I was heavily tattooed and in a t-shirt and shorts sitting here at the hospital. The doctor gave us not the best news. And I really wasn't satisfied with what they were saying about the possibility of surgery, open heart surgery, and the likelihood of success with my dad. And because I had some success already at that point, this is more than 10 years ago, I had resources and I had connections. I picked up the phone, I started making calls. What I did was, and if you ever have a loved one end up in a healthcare system and you're not satisfied, you have to advocate. I did two things. I found a cardiologist that I hired personally. And so I had an independent cardiologist, very well experienced. And I also got a top litigation attorney from a top firm in Boston. And they both came to the hospital and met with the doctors. And it was a whole fiasco. I was a little hot-headed, whatever. I went overkill. But nonetheless, you know what happened? The hospital that my father was at had 3 surgeons that did heart surgeries. It was actually like a heart center hospital. And then there was one surgeon who I guess was unbelievable, but he really didn't perform surgeries anymore. He was more the medical director, oversaw the 3 active surgeons and did some, but he was the best. That is the guy that did my father's surgery. And the results were he had an 8 bypass surgery. You guys have heard of like a quadruple bypass? My dad had the ocho, I guess, the octo bypass, 8 of them, setting records almost there at the hospital. And it was successful. And my father is still here today, thank God, and he's still here today as a result of that surgery. My point is this: don't tell me it's not about the fucking money. Don't tell me it's not about the money. That day, when I picked up the phone, and I think I sent $20,000 to this cardiologist and had a top tier, you know, probably $1,400 an hour attorney drive from Boston to Manchester, New Hampshire. It was absolutely about the fucking money. Maybe it's not about materialism for you, but when your family needs help, you don't want to be useless. You don't want to be incapable. You want to be someone they can count on and say, thank God for this person in my life. It's about the fucking money.